Hi everybody, it's Brandon from Loop Press, coming to you again today with a Ruger LCP. This is a very popular concealed carry gun. It is in 380 ACP, manufactured by Ruger, Prescott, Arizona. And like I said, one of the most popular concealed carry pistols. And we'll go ahead and get started here. You'll see here the magazine release. We'll go ahead and take that magazine out. That is a 6-round mag, 380s. It has the extender on the bottom there for your grip. We'll set this little guy right over here. And then also you have your slide catch and your takedown pin right here. So what we're going to do is go ahead and pull that slide to the rear. Now it's important to note this weapon does not have a safety. So if you have this thing loaded, you'll want to be very, very careful with it. As you can see here, there is nothing in the barrel there. That is a clear weapon. And we have the slide to the rear. You'll notice that there's a little bit of play in the barrel there, which is fine. And we'll go ahead and engage our takedown mechanism. So the takedown pin here, I use just a little knife to help me get that thing out. So you'll see with the slide in the rear position, the slide catch engaged, you're just going to take that knife and pop that little takedown pin right up, just like that. We'll go ahead and take the takedown pin out, and notice now that your barrel is free floating. Okay, so what we'll do is very easily engage that release, let the slide come home to a rest, and we'll go ahead and take the frame off there. Now with the frame, of course, that's a plastic frame, polymer, and you have your metal slide rails going right down there. Nice, well lubricated, clean weapon here. I do carry this one every day, so you know, it's very nice to see this not full of dust or lint. I just cleaned it maybe a week or so ago. So we'll set that little guy right over there. We'll get to the slide. This is your fully assembled slide right here. Very, very simple, like a lot of the other pistols that we showed you in the past. You have your pin and spring here. You just want to engage with that left hand with your index finger. Pull that spring, that pin. Notice there's two springs in here. There's a small spring and pin that goes inside the larger one. You can break that all the way down to clean it if you'd like to. Just remember that when you do, you have the large spring, smaller spring pin. And those go back together just like so. Both of these springs are closed-in springs, so there's not a lot of confusion with it there. But we'll set this little guy right over here for right now. Now, as you can see here, you have your slide, you have your barrel, and the lower part of your barrel assembly with the catch. You'll notice right here is the catch where you're going to rest that pin and spring when you go to put it back together. So what you could do, just use your finger, push that little guy right up, go ahead and take your barrel out. That's a nice barrel there, nice and clean, good looking weapon. I'm looking down there through the barrel. It is clean. There's no lint or dust or dirt in there. As I said, I cleaned that about a week ago. We'll set that little guy right over there for right now. And now you have your disassembled slide. Now with this, you can see your firing pin assembly right back here. This is where your round will seat. And when you do go to clean that, I always like to use a little Hops number 9 and some Q-tips and a wire brush and a soft bristle brush will usually do the trick. Now what we'll do is go ahead and put this weapon back together and go in reverse order. And go ahead and put our barrel back in there. As you can see, you're going to go right down there to the bottom, get that back in, and it'll just sit right back down right there. Okay, now what we'll do is go ahead now, and if you were going to have to have put your spring assembly here back together, you're just going to put the pin in the smaller spring and pin into the larger, and it'll just seat right there. You're going to put that in the seat at the bottom of the slide there toward the front of the barrel, and put in that notch I showed you earlier. So you're going to have something that looks just like that. Now, what we're going to do at this point, you'll see these slide rails. We'll go right here, put this little guy right back together, and then go back up here, engage that slide catch right there. Want your barrel to go ahead and come all the way forward, and you'll be able to see an open hole right here where that little takedown pin goes back in. So now what we'll do, there is a small, I don't know if you can see right there, there's a small little piece of metal that your takedown pin, you kind of want to go over it and push it down and wiggle that takedown pin, push it back in. Once you get that back in, make sure that barrel doesn't move. That means you got it in there right, and you're good to go. You can put that weapon back together. At that point, you're fully loaded. You can put your round back in, your extra round. If you're like me, carry one in the chamber. Put that back together. Like I said, this is my everyday carry. This will very easily go on the inside of your pants there. This is DeSantis leather holster that will go inside of your pants there. It's very, very comfortable. Very, very easy to get to. Altogether, this is a great value of a concealed carry weapon. All told, this will be less than $300. I've seen them range from about $250 to $290, depending on where you're at and where you're buying it. But all told, very good weapon, very good shooting weapon, and good for concealed carry. That is your Ruger LCP 380 ACP caliber, and all in all, very good weapon. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. If you enjoyed today's video and our other videos about firearms and other activities, go ahead and like and subscribe. And thank you for tuning in to Loot Press, and you have a good day.